Recording started. There we go. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out on this nice sunny day. Hate to bring you all in so early when that sun's out, but there comes a time. All right. I will now open the Escada Urban Renewal Agency meeting. Can I have roll call, please, Cindy?
Director Blevins?
Here.
Director Dolezal?
Here.
Director McElroy is absent. Director Metcalf?
Here.
Director Crocott?
Here.
Director Tenbush?
Here.
And Chair Drinkwine.
Here. Thank you very much for that, Cindy. Okay, we are moving along to the first citizen and community group comment. Do I have anybody online or anybody? Okay, great. Thank you for that. We're at the consent agenda. Can I get a motion on the floor for the minutes?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Okay,
Second.
got a first and second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Now to agency business, what we're all here for. A grant application for 519 Beach Street. So I will let you take it away, Millie.
All right. Yes, thank you. We have the applicant here, Steve Locke. So I'll have you come up to the table here for questions, but I'm going to turn it over to Elena to walk you through just a few items about the grant application.
So this application is for 519 Southwest Beach Street, which is the former Andale building. The applicant is applying for $100,000 in grant funding. Their match is more than 50%. They have $300,000 worth of repairs. It meets several of the goals in the program, including increasing assessed value, visually enhancing, filling vacancy, creating jobs, and then attracting businesses which are open after 5 p.m.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Steve, for coming out today.
Thank you.
Any other information on this before are we going to talk directly to
Yes,
Steve?
I would go ahead and talk directly with Steve. The information, his application is in the packet, which you probably already reviewed. So if there's any additional questions, or if you'd like him to just give you an overview quick for the record of what his,
Yeah.
what
Steve,
and why.
Jonathan, you have a question before?
Yeah, just before we proceed, out of respect for everybody here, Mr. Locke did put my name on a sign. I do not benefit. I'm just putting this out here for the record. I benefit in no way from this conversation or this business interaction. I'm not doing business with Mr. Locke outside of this. But out of respect for everybody on the council, if people would like me to remove my name or remove myself from this conversation, I'd be happy to. Does anybody have a problem?
Yeah, I don't think you really,
okay?
yeah, you're fine.
I just want to
We
be
appreciate that, though. It's good to be
Mhm.
upfront and clear.
So as long as you can fairly and objectively consider the application, that's the test. So none of you have any conflicts of interest, actual or potential. And so the only question is one of bias. So if you're able to, and this is true of any kind of grant like this, if you can fairly and objectively consider the merits of it, then you can participate. And if for some reason you can't, then you shouldn't participate, because all applicants should have a fair tribunal that's judging them based on the merits of their application.
Thank you, Peter.
And so basically the same thing. Hi, Mr. Locke. Never met, but I was one of the names on that sign. So I actually called and talked to Millie last week to see, and she basically said what
Peter said.
yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that all the council was comfortable with me participating in this conversation, just out of respect
Yeah,
as well.
I think they
So
are.
that's all.
No?
Yeah, and I'll just say thank you for being just forthcoming about that, because I know there might be concerns in the community about they might not have had the training that some of our committees have had, or that you've had, as far as what the ethics commission requires, as far as what an actual ethical violation would be for potential or actual. And so appreciate you saying that, and then us being able to clarify that as long as there is no bias. And we do have, in a grant application like this, there's very specific criteria that they either meet or don't. So that's helpful also.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just
No.
want to make sure.
Thank you for that. We like clarity. Steve, now that we're to you, let's get into this. And why don't you kind of give us an overview of the project as a whole? so we can get an idea of what you plan on doing here.
Well, we're doing a complete renovation to the structure inside and outside. As we know, it's in pretty bad shape, really dilapidated, lots of stuff that's gonna have to be repaired. And as we know, it's probably, you've noticed, it's really gone downhill. And we intend to give it a complete, beautiful facelift. We're gonna be using all, well, I won't say all, but mostly local contractors to do the work. And also, we're gonna be redoing the sidewalks. They're just beat up, and if you went over there, you'd see it yourself. And we're gonna beautify, all the landscaping is gonna be really beautiful. Put a nice outdoor dining area. I think it'll attract a lot of the tourists and people coming through town. They're gonna wanna, it'd be a beautiful spot for people, you know, with the traffic light. It's a pretty high visible location, as we know. And I want it to really be a jewel of the town and just really amplify what Estacada is all about. You know, we are Estacada. I went to high school in Estacada. My wife went to Estacada. We live here, our families. I live in Malala now, was raised here. Anyways, so we're pretty much Estacada, our other businesses here, and we intend to redo the entire parking lot, brand new. We're gonna use Turin, their local contractors. They do a great job. So the inside's not part of the deal, but it is gonna be all redone. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna expand it a little bit on the inside, give a little more dining space. We just wanna, it's gonna be a family dining, you know, establishment. You know, we look at hiring our employees more like a stewardship of, you know, want to bring in young people. You know, I look at it like we're mentoring as well as running a business, you know, helping young people get off to a good start. So we plan to have a robust program there to help young people, and it's going to create a lot of jobs. I mean, there's nobody working there right now. So there's going to be a lot more people working on the development, but also long-term. And so we just really believe we're going to do something amazing, and it's going to have new roofs and siding, and it's going to be a great place.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited about what you're doing here. I think it's a perfect fit for our community. It really will enhance the front end being right there on the highway. And of course, the gateway to Lakeshore. I mean, I think it's a win-win all the way around. Are there questions for Steve on this project that maybe you'd like to ask? Jonathan?
Yeah, I'd just like to know your intended timeline on this. When do you guys plan to be open? When are you gonna start construction pending?
Our goal is to be open August 1st. So we're going to be very aggressive, but we are aggressive. Okay, we really be aggressive, get things done. I would like to be able to open it, capture as much of the summer business as we can. And we don't want to let grass grow under our feet. So we're going to be right on it. And yeah, so we have a plan, and but you know, it's evolving all the time, but yeah.
All right. Any questions, Jerry? You have anything?
I'm excited.
Mhm.
I'm excited about the prospect of getting that area beautified. You know, I've seen a lot of businesses go through that building, and no, I don't think anybody's ever improved it. So I'm excited to, you know, for that aspect of it, getting that lot redone, getting the building redone. You know, making Estacada, you know, prettier to look at. I like it.
Yeah, I believe that it'll bring value to the town and value to our neighbors. I believe it's, as we make it better, the people around us, it's going to bring a service to people. And I know that there's plans. I don't know all the details about future development down there with the city, boat launch or whatnot, and all that. I think that we'll be able to serve our guests better that way. And so we just want to be a blessing to the town, and we're grateful to be able to have this opportunity. It's, the resources is going to help us go further, quicker. You know, it's an expensive project. We've bought the land, you know, so we own it. We're vested. It's not like we're not just leasing something here. We've actually have blood in it, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. And we're going to have, it's going to be a family deal. You know, my brother's part of it, and my daughter, you know, it's going to be a good deal. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to hire a lot of good youth, have some good leaders.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna be
And I think
like
the
a
great
great
part
time.
about this is we're not getting an empty field for this. You used to own Granny's, and I know
Yeah.
when you owned Granny's, it was quite a popular place.
Yeah.
It was well attended and people loved the food, and I think you had traffic nonstop there. So, this is tried and true. You've done it before. You know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
We took that and from small and developed it and made it better. I just think it's fun to take something, make it better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Melanie?
No, I just wanted to add a comment too, that I appreciate you being able to work with the property owner, because I know that that particular property owner didn't have the capacity really to do much with it, was kind of just being held onto. I don't think that they were very interested in actually selling. It's just kind of sitting there, waiting for, I don't know what, but because of your, the reputation you have, the connections that you have in town, friendships and things like that, I think that you were able to, that person was in particular, open to working with you and knowing that that property would be taken and made
Yeah,
better.
I had to track him down. I had to drive down to Brookings to find him. Okay, so I took the trip and we signed down there. We made it happen, and we were able to pay the water bill up. So we
Yes,
had a
thank
little
you.
bit of a
Thank you
back
for that.
water bill there.
Yeah, well, that's a good sign.
So we're already contributing to the city.
Yes,
So
thank you.
Yeah. Peter, do you have something you want to?
Yeah, this was identified as one of our 3 most blighted blocks. And we had tried with no success to talk to the property owner, and when I first heard that you were doing it, I thought, well, good luck, because we have been trying for over a year, but next thing I knew, you got the deal done. So proves you're a better negotiator than we are, I think. Or just he likes you better. So
well.
thank you for doing that.
Mhm.
No.
Thank you.
Jonathan?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to just say thank you for thanks for your support and for the support of this community. It's a beautiful thing you've built with Locke, and to watch you expand and to see you guys just knocking down buildings all over the state. And I love that even though you don't call this home where you reside, that you've still made it a priority to be involved here between train to rain. And now you're bringing back more food, which we need, right? Some
Yeah.
good soul food too. I'm excited about seeing some of that. And I also think that competition breeds great competition breeds greatness, right? So I think that this is a great opportunity for other members in the community to look at this as an opportunity to, supersize your menu. Or if you feel threatened by this, I would look at it as an opportunity to test yourself and see where you can improve. So I'm excited.
I've talked to several guys in town and I haven't felt that at all. They're not really, it's a whole different type of food, first of all. And they love us. We love them. And we've even been talking to Marv at Lou's. He says, I could help you do a car show over there. I said, let's do it. Let's do a car show, a little cruise in or something, and I had to let him pull his barbecue truck over there and everything. There's more, the pie can grow.
That's right.
Right? There's more, that's our goal, is maybe a destination point. I believe that we could bring people to town. It's not, I believe that there's going to be great food, and I believe people will come here that would not normally, they might go to other direction, but I believe we could bring them here. If you have something good, they'll come. So, I do want to share something. It's probably not, it's off topic, but my wife has always had a heart. I wasn't planning on sharing this, but for sex trafficking, with, just all over. So that's going to be one of our initiatives with the restaurant, is to be able to make that kind of our offering, through that, as we prosper and continue to prosper. We'll give the community opportunity to participate with us, but that's going to be one of our big desires, is to help bring, help make a difference in that space. It's a real serious issue, and we don't see it here, but you don't see it. It's one of those deals. So anyways, it was important to my wife, and it became important to me. I think the Lord led me to say, let's do that. That's going to be our deal here. I think we can make a difference with that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a side thing, but it's important to us.
Well, I like it. I like it a lot. I had an idea for that, but I don't know if this is the time to bring that up, or is this something that
You could pose it, I think. I think Steve's ready
Right.
for anything.
Now, I don't know if this is something that's came to you at all, but Estakid has always been looking for a primary location for a
Yeah.
pod area.
Yeah.
One that would be beneficial, because there would be an anchored restaurant, of course, would be the barbecue. But then the idea of putting pods around that with a sitting area to make it a location, to make it like, you know, you've been over in Sandy, they have Sandlandia, they have 82nd has one just off 82nd, but the principle is there. You've got the main building.
Yeah.
That parking lot is huge.
Yeah.
I've walked it off. It could accommodate anywhere from 5 to 6 food carts. It's a thought.
Yeah.
To give us an area, central area, right there by the highway. You couldn't ask for better location. Is this something you? would
Yeah,
consider?
I'm thinking about that, of at least seeing what that looks like to put the infrastructure in for something like that in the future and explore those options. That could definitely be an opportunity that we could look to do. I think it would give people more options and in a very nice place. You know, we want to do everything excellent.
Yeah.
You know, top level. So it could be, instead of it just being so, you know, I admire the people in food carts. There are a lot of mom and pop shops running it and they're just putting them where they can, right? To start up a business. But we're thinking about maybe doing something like that where it would be really a nice situation. And it's a way we could potentially create some revenue. We haven't got that locked in.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that we're considering and thinking about how, you know, how can we give opportunities for people? And then also it'll help us, you know, could help us with maybe some passive income.
Yeah. Well, good. Good. That's all I wanted to throw out there. But I think the idea of the barbecue restaurant is a wonderful, wonderful idea right there where you're looking at. And it's going to change the whole front end here, along with what we've done here in Broadway and Maine. I'm really excited about
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
So I think that's all the questions we have. I think everybody is comfortable with this.
Well, I'll
So-
let you know one thing, that we'll steward the money well. And it's our money. You know, we pay taxes too, and it's not free money. I take it very serious. It's, you know, we work for money. We will steward well and make it go far. And it'll get every penny out of it.
Good.
So.
Good. So what are we looking for at this time?
On page 3 of the staff report are optional languages. Oh, it's page 5.
Five of the packet.
Page 5 of the packet. There's optional language for motions.
We got it.
You got it?
So,
Okay.
I move to direct staff to prepare and sign a letter of commitment for a grant award to the applicant for the redevelopment of 519 Southwest Beach Street for the amount of $100,000.
I second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. All those in favor, say aye, and let's do roll call on this.
Director Blevins,
Aye.
Director Dolzall,
Aye.
Director Metcalf,
Aye.
Director Prokop,
Yes.
Director Tenbush,
Yes.
and Chair Drinkline.
Yes, thank you very much for that. And thank you, Steve. We look forward to working with you on this. And I think, like I said, I think it's going to be definitely a great thing to add to our community. I'm feeling really good about this.
Thank
So-
you, and I'm humbled that you guys would entrust us with these funds from our citizens. And we do take it very seriously that we're gonna put this to the best value that we could bring back to our communities. Thank you very much.
No, thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you for investing in our community.
Yeah,
I will email you tomorrow.
okay, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you too, sir.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. All right, any other agency business that needs to be brought up at this time? Board member comments. We'll start with that then. Any around the table? Anybody like to make a comment?
Just excited to see. It's good to see things coming around.
Yeah.
You guys, especially staff, you guys have been working hard. And it doesn't go unnoticed, especially from us. So thank you for the hard work you're doing, and I'm just excited to see what the future holds. It's just lots to come, lots to come.
Thank you. Those are-
You know, I read the plans that he had in there and for, you know, the exterior improvements, and it's just gonna be transformative. I mean, it's just gonna be fantastic, and I can easily envision, you know, he's got an aggressive schedule. Easily see people coming through and all of a sudden looking, and they've got this, you know, nice parking lot and the sidewalks and whatever the facade he does, and they're gonna stop.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think that's a good start for redoing sidewalks and parking and lines and stuff like that, because there's a lot over there that needs to be worked on. Traffic and safety have walked around there. So the fact that he's doing that area as well is going to be very helpful. There's very little wheelchair access and or disabled access down to the water. So that'll help a little bit.
All right, thank you. Those you have something?
So, and Melanie, remember when I was talking to you about the stuff at Happy Valley that I looked up? Would
Yes,
that be
yes.
appropriate or should I wait?
I was thinking in council meeting,
Okay,
but it is kind of related to.
That's
guess
why I
urban
thought
renewal,
of-
But yeah, either way, it's fine, either now or city council.
so is it okay?
That's fine.
What I was gonna bring up in comments is, we've talked about, a plan for the waterfront, Parks and Rec plan, that sort of thing. And, there's certain properties or what have you that we might be interested in acquiring that would fit into that goal. And in the context of being proactive, I'd heard about Happy Valley and apparently they've got plans for half the state. I'm embellishing, but actually I shouldn't do that. But apparently they've got, some significant plans on future growth for the Happy Valley area. So I thought I'd go and I went to their Parks and Rec open space plan. And specifically, a couple of appendixes specifically regarding site acquisition and development standards, and then implementation options. It was Appendix C and Appendix D. It's a big packet. It's like 180 something pages or something like that. But in the spirit of no reason to reinvent the wheel, there was a lot of really good information in there. And I don't know what the next step would be, but I would encourage those interested to take a look at that to see if there's things that we can implement to be a little more proactive in moving some of our community improvement plans forward.
Could
Okay,
that, could that be part of the Parks Master Plan update that we're?
I think, yes, absolutely. I think it's great to look at other, and I'll send you a link to our Parks Master Plan because we are planning to update that later in the year. But right now, how this relates to urban renewal also is if the Urban Renewal Agency is considering when this wraps up, we'll be starting a different district, a different area. We're applying for a TGM grant to do an area plan, kind of like we did the Estacada downtown and Riverside area plan that fit into this current urban renewal district. And so if we do another urban renewal district, we're applying to do a plan in that regard too. And so if you look at what other people are doing, Happy Valley is a good example. That's a parks plan. I think they also have urban renewal plans and planning for maybe Clackamas River area, or they have like a town center area, not Clackamas Town Center, but their own town center. And you might get ideas of things that we could.
Hey,
bring
Mike,
for
we're
us to
done
consider.
with that part of the meeting. You can join us.
City council meeting now?
No, but we're
no.
done
No,
with
but you
that.
could
The
say,
part you had to.
We're
recuse
almost done.
yourself.
We're almost done here. Anyway, just a thought that how that relates to urban renewal is it's kind of fun to look at what other cities are doing, get ideas, and then as we move forward, and we will do an area plan for potentially our new urban renewal district. Give you ideas. So I'm glad John was looking at that.
So the comment I wanted to make about this, about the plan over there is, like I said, I mean, been in this town a long time, seen a lot of businesses go through there. I'm just really excited that, he's going in and improving the property, improving the building right off the get-go. That's exciting for that area because it has been a blight for a long, long time.
Yes, it is.
So I'm really excited about that prospect.
Good. Ready? Anything? No? Ready? None. And I have nothing.
Love
Is there
the
anything
time.
else?
I love the timeline,
Yeah.
all about it.
Yeah. All right.
Excited about that too.
So we're done with the board member comments. So I will now adjourn the urban renewal